Welcome back. If you've only just joined us, you're watching the Daily Roundup with Nina. I'm your host, Nina Katangana. It's now time for some conversation this evening. Now, the Namibia Qualifications Authority, the NQA, in collaboration with the #BeFree movement, will be hosting an information session for young people on the 24th of November 2023. And this is to create awareness on quality assurance in education and the importance of registering at an accredited institution. Joining me in studio is Lina Ndengu, the Manager of Marketing and Corporate Communications at the NQA, as well as Helena Ngaifiwa, who is Project Officer at One Economy Foundation. Ladies, good evening and welcome to the show.
Good evening.
Thank you so much for being here. Just to start with, perhaps you can talk to us about how this idea came about, Lina.
Thank you, Nina. Basically, the idea was, lately the young people are finishing their exams. They're looking at what do I want to do next year? Where do I want to enroll? Which qualifications do I want to get? So we thought as NQA that we want to start sharing information to make sure that young people basically enroll at registered institutions that are accredited, as well as institutions that offer accredited qualifications. As a mandate for NQA is to ensure that education that is going out there to the nation is quality assured education. That's why we thought of, let's start sharing information now. Yes, this is a very critical moment at the moment for the young people, and they have to make critical decisions.
Yeah, indeed so. I also want to ask, on that note, as you mentioned, some of them have finished writing exams, some have already left on holiday. So why at this juncture to bring this information to them?
Nina, also around this time is where most of those bogus colleges also start popping up, and this is also the time where most universities' closing dates are also coming up. So this is the time where young people basically start looking at registering at different universities, or basically applying at the different institutions or higher learning institutions. That's why we thought this is the most critical time to start sharing information on ensuring that young people register at accredited institutions, as well as that these institutions have accredited qualifications. Yeah. So this is actually a very important moment at the time for young people.
Helena, talk to us about why the #BeFree movement decided to collaborate with the NQA on this initiative, and how it's important to you.
I think for us with the BeFree movement, our main partners are young people. So we deal with young people on a day-to-day basis. We deal with young people on every aspect and area when it comes to issues pertaining young people. So with us, we don't only want to look at mental health or other stuff that we talk about when we talk about young people. I think education is a key component in a young person's life. And especially this time, very, very timely. It's the time that they're finishing their education. It's the time that they are starting to think about their future. It's the time that they are starting to think, okay, so I just finished my grade 11 or my grade 12, what's next? Where can I study? So we really wanna make sure, and when NQA came on board so timely for us, we jump on that thought process of where am I going to go to next? And we want to be there to assure that wherever it is that you want to take your career, where it is that you want to enroll, it is a place which is accredited. I mean, we had institutions where young people will come and say, I studied at an institution for 2 years and then it just closed down. Or I studied at an institution and my qualifications, I can't get a job somewhere. So we want to be part of that conversation. We want to be part of that moment where they make that life decision to make sure that you are, whatever it is that you want to study for, it is accredited and you are going to the right institution. So I think this is such perfect timing with us, for us, especially for young people. And of course, we cannot thank NQA more for choosing us to be their partner in this conversation.
Lina, are bogus tertiary institutions really that popular in Namibia?
Nina, actually it is. You'll find that a lot of young people would enroll at an institution in the beginning of the year, and throughout the year you'll find that the college or the institution closed down, or they just told that institution is not accredited, so we can no longer have you, we're closing down the institution, like Helena said. So it is actually really a very critical situation in the country where young people are enrolling, because you might look at, maybe if I register in institution A or it's cheaper than at institution B, and you'd rather go to A because you can afford A, but in the meantime the qualifications for the A is not accredited, and that is the problem that we're currently sitting with. And that's why we want to share information so that young people know it's not about the cost, it's about ensuring that you obtain a accredited qualification.
That's right.
At the end of the day, that will be able to afford you to get a job in the market.
Talk to us about what exactly will be unfolding on the 24th, which is tomorrow.
Yes, we're so excited about tomorrow because we will have twofold sessions that will be happening at the same time at the hashtag Be Free Youth Campus and Center. We have invited key stakeholders in the industry, of the likes of the Namibia Training Authority, the NASFA for funding, and SASCAL, basically the National Youth Council. We're looking at these stakeholders to basically talk to the young people about the different issues. For example, NTA will be talking about the TVET skills in the country and the importance thereof. NASFA will be talking about funding availability, as well as the application just open, when are the closing dates. They'll be sharing information on the areas that they'll be funding for the next year, 2024. The same as SASCAL, they'll be sharing information on the bursary schemes that they offer, as well as green hydrogen. That is also their line of specialty that they're looking at, sponsoring bursaries and scholarships. So we're basically looking forward to get young people to get this information and ensure that they make critical decisions that will basically benefit them in the future, and not just decide to enroll for any course just because it's a course that a friend is doing, but something that they know that this will benefit me in the future. The other part of it will also be, in fact, these sessions will also be live streamed for all the young people that are not in Windhoek, so that they will be able to look at our Facebook page and then also get this information timeously. Then we also have invited our accredited institutions so that they can come and share their information on their different institutions and the accredited qualifications that they offer. We have institutions such as the different universities, UNAM, NAST, IUM, IOL, we've got IK, we've got Kota for arts as well. So we basically, and Kayak, we try to look at the diversity of different institutions so that the young people can really see, we don't just focus on specific courses, but there is a diverse course of education that they can look at and choose from in the market.
Thank you. Helena, will there be additional services offered at the campus during the initiative?
So I think when we talk about Be Free, usually Be Free is fun, it's entertainment. So I think adding on that, we will obviously also be having DJs. So we have DJ Just. We have Top Cherry as well, so we have artists that will be performing. But our center, the campus, will still be ongoing with the day-to-day activities. So young people can still step in, they can still come in for whether it's HIV test, pregnancy test, counseling sessions, or any of the other services that we offer on a day-to-day basis. So literally everything will be happening at the same time. So if you want to come and make a turn, find out about your education, and maybe just want to talk to somebody about something that it is that you're going through, you are welcome. Fantastic.
Yes. And of course, Lina, tell us what time it starts.
The event starts tomorrow morning at 9 o'clock, and we'll be closing the session at 4 o'clock in the afternoon.
Fantastic. Yes. Well, any final remarks from you ladies? Helena, you?
No, I think, like we said with Be Free, we're really, really excited to be having this partnership with NQA. And again, in such a timely time for us to be talking to young people about decisions that they're going to make for their future. So we're just encouraging all the young people, especially those that just wrote their grade 12 or grade 11 for that matter, to come through and just come ask away. Ask whatever question it is that you want to ask. We'll have NASFAF, we'll have so many institutions that offer bursaries, scholarships, and loans and so forth. We want you to ask the necessary questions. Will you be able to fund me for this course? Is it in the job market? Yeah. Is it accredited? Can I travel wherever in the world to go study for this? So we're really encouraging young people to come out in numbers, and you are a footstep away from your future.
Well, thank you so much for being here this evening, and all the best with the session.
Thank you so much for having us.
Well, there you have it. The hashtag Be Free movement and the NQA are joining hands to host an information session to young people in Namibia to make sure they make the right decisions when it comes to choosing a tertiary education, making sure that they are definitely accredited. The event will be live streamed on the NQA platform for Namibian youth that are unable to be there physically, and you can join in on the festivities starting at 9 tomorrow morning.